Now let's talk about the Ukraine war. It's been 732 days. The war has entered its third year now. Thousands of people have died. Millions have been displaced. The West keeps giving aid. Russia keeps getting hit by sanctions. Yet 2 years later, not much has changed. The front line has barely moved. Ukraine has not made gains. Russia is powering on with its offensive, and the world is asking one question: when will this war end? 2024 could be the year. And here's why we say this. Ukraine has floated the idea of a peace summit. No official statement yet, but a proposal to host a summit in Switzerland, a neutral venue. When do they plan to do it? By this summer. And what's on the agenda? Zelensky's peace plan. It's a 10-point plan. It includes the restoration of Ukraine's territorial integrity, the withdrawal of all Russian troops, the protection of food and energy supplies, nuclear safety, and the release of all prisoners of war. Basically, the Ukrainian president wants to make a peace offer to Russia.
As soon as the participating countries prepare relevant and fair documents. This doesn't mean Russia will accept the document. No one can guarantee who will represent the country then. But anyhow, this document, just like the Grain Initiative, will be presented by the participants in one form or another. This has not been defined yet. It will be presented to the Russian side.
It does not stop there. Reports say Ukraine will be ready for a second summit, one where they can sit down with Moscow and hopefully discuss the end of the war. The million-dollar question here is, will Russia oblige? We haven't heard from them yet, but Ukraine says it will be prepared for a second summit.
And we will be ready for the second summit, for taking relevant diplomatic steps to achieve just peace and to end the war. This is our initiative. We want as many countries as possible to join it. We need to move forward.
So technicalities aside, Ukraine is basically reaching out. It wants to engage with Russia. It wants to end the war, which seems like a positive move. But this won't be the first time the two sides will be talking peace. Zelensky has talked about it before. In 2022, he announced his peace formula. Moscow did not take the bait then. It called the plan, quote-unquote, absurd. Will this time be different? Also, why is Ukraine reaching out now? Because they're running out of options. 2023 was supposed to be their year. They planned a counter-offensive. They went to town with it, and they failed. Since then, things have only gone downhill for them. Western aid has dwindled. America's $60 billion aid package is on hold, and Russia is taking more territory. Last year, they took the Ukrainian city of Bakhmut. This month, in fact, they've taken the city of Avdiivka. For Ukraine, the losses are mounting. Zelensky says some 31,000 troops have been killed in this conflict, 31,000. There isn't enough ammunition, and fatigue is setting in. So proposing peace makes sense for him. Ukraine's war strategy was Western support, but 2 years into the war, that support is not guaranteed. Western leaders may visit Kyiv, they may pledge solidarity, but they're not putting their money where their mouth is. The aid is running out. The F-16 jets are yet to arrive. So Ukraine has just three options as of today. One, it can let the war go on and suffer more losses. Two, it can accept defeat. And three, it can propose peace and make the most of a bad situation. It has chosen to propose peace. I come back to the question, will Russia play ball? They have the upper hand right now. Their offensive has picked up. Russian forces are taking over more Ukrainian cities. They have enough ammunition, they have more troops, and they have the momentum. Why would they accept a peace proposal?
As far as we understand, we are talking about the strange format of the Geneva conference to discuss the peace plan of the Ukrainian President Zelensky. We have repeatedly said that this is a strange format, to say the least, because some peace plans are being discussed without the participation of Russia, which in itself is frivolous and even laughable.
Moscow is calling Ukraine's plan laughable. Will they accept the proposal then? We'll be tracking the developments for you.